So because we're all social distancing and staying at home at the moment, an awful lot of families with brand new babies are missing out on having their newborn photo shoot. So I wanted to put together some tips in this video so that if you're in that position and you have got a brand new baby at home, you can learn how to take some beautiful photographs of them yourself so that you've got a memory of those early precious days, and you've also got some photos that you can share with all of your family and friends who you want to virtually meet your baby until they can meet them in person. So the idea of these tips is that they can be used by anybody. You don't need to have a fancy camera. You can just use the camera on your phone or a point and shoot if you have one. If you have a DSLR, then obviously you can use that too. So tip one is choose the right time of day for taking your photographs. Now, typically most newborn babies in the first couple of weeks, they're going to spend most of their time asleep. But what you will find is that usually they're more dozy and they'll sleep more during the morning, and they start to be more restless and a bit more frantic as the day goes on. So I recommend planning to take your photos in the morning. And the best time of the morning to take the photos is right after your baby has had a nice big feed, so you know they've got a full tummy, and what they're probably going to do is go straight back to sleep after that. So you've got a nice window where they're calm, they're sleepy, and it's going to be much easier for you to take some photos of them then than later on in the day or at a time when they're a bit hungry or a bit more awake. Now the next tip is to choose some coordinating colours for your photographs. Using coordinating colours is something that lots of newborn photographers do, and the reason that we do that is that it gives the photos a bit more of an edge. It brings everything together, it's more pleasing to the eye, and it means that we can focus on your baby and not lots of different things that are going on in the photo. So what you'll need is a safe place on the floor to place your baby, somewhere that's soft, comfortable, and you know they're not going to fall off. You're going to need a soft blanket to lay them on, and then something to wrap them up in that complements that blanket. So that could be a stretchy blanket that you've got, perhaps you've got some swaddle blankets or an extra large swaddling muslin, or you might also have a scarf or a pashmina that complements the colour of your blanket and that you can wrap your baby in for the photographs. Now, the third thing that you're going to need is plenty of window light. And at the moment, we're quite lucky that we're in the spring, and most days we're getting lots of window light through our windows. So have a look in your house, and you want to find a window where there's plenty of light coming in but not direct sunlight. So actually I'm recording this and taking the photos that I'm going to show you in a minute in my living room in the morning, and the reason I've chosen that room is it's got a nice big window, but also the sun doesn't come round to this side of the house until the afternoon. And then you want to look in that room and find where the light starts to fall onto the floor from the window. It'll probably be a few steps away from the window unless your window goes all the way down to the floor. So that's your point where you're going to place your baby on something nice and soft and protective on the floor to take the photo. So once you've got all of those things set up, you've got the right time of day, you've got complementary colours for your baby, and you've got your nice bright light room with a safe place on the floor, it's time to get everything ready to take the photos. So I've got a doll, which is my daughter's doll, to show you how to take the photos because obviously I can't have a newborn baby here today. And what you're going to do is lay your blanket over the top of your safe, soft space. So I'm using a rug, which I know is soft and I know the baby can't accidentally roll off. And I'm going to place my blanket over the top of it to give a nice, clean, neutral background for my photo. Now, the next thing to do is to wrap your baby up in your wrap. Now, you could either strip them down to their nappy to do this, or you could just keep the vest on and wrap them up in their vest. So there are lots and lots of swaddling tutorials online. So if you're not familiar with swaddling, do have a watch of some YouTube videos so you can learn how to do it. But essentially all we're looking for here is for you to wrap nice and tight around the shoulders so your baby's arms feel nice and safe and secure by their side. And then you're going to wrap the rest of the wrap around their body. You can wrap it around a few times if you like, or you can just do a simple wrap like I've done here with the excess fabric kind of twisted off down below the baby. And now you're ready to take your photos. And from here, there are 3 really simple shots that you can take. So first of all, take a full body shot of your baby. So once you've got that full body shot of your baby lying down, then you can turn your camera around to landscape, and you want to take a nice photo of their head and their shoulders so you can see a bit more of the details of their face. And then finally, if you step to the side of your baby and crouch down and look at the profile, so the side of their face, you're going to see all their little details. So you'll see their cheeks, you'll see their ears, you'll see their eyelashes. And from this angle, you can take a really nice profile photo, which means that you've got a memory of all of those little details as well. So I really hope this video has been helpful to you if you're not able to get to your newborn photo shoot, but you would like to take some photos of your baby in those early days before they change and grow too much. If you've got any questions, please do ask. I'm always happy to help and I will always answer them. So just let me know in the comments below or send me a private message and I will get back to you.